Hello everybody, Mitch here. Welcome to the stream. And today we're just going to be doing a little chilling out with Emacs and Linux and all this stuff. If you see me looking around trying to peek around the camera, that's because the camera is my phone and it's on a stand in front of the chat window here. So yeah, and the like YouTube preview or post view, I guess, of the stream is also there too. So that's probably partially why that is in the way as well. That's just the limitations of my setup, and my setup is fine. My CPU is hovering around 40% with some random spikes up to 60. Some fairly frequent spikes up to 60, that is. But again, that's not a problem. You know what is a problem? This number over here, 1.302 seconds. So I haven't announced this yet anywhere much. I have alluded to it briefly, but I don't think anyone caught on, which is probably a good thing. I am working on kind of slowly working on a port of a certain Zish theme for Emacs. So if you look, so basically, if I just open a normal terminal here, you see I can CD into stuff, anime, and then if I CD into I don't know, that's not long enough. If I CD into a directory that's a very long name, it will actually truncate these. This is a prompt called power level 10K, and it is a modification or an upgrade, I guess, of power level 9K, which was what existed before. And if you look at the code, the actual Zish code of it, it's super opaque, it's complicated, it's got a whole lot of... It's esoteric shell programming at its finest, and I don't know how it works, but I know what it looks like and what it does, and I figured it would be fun to try and replicate that in Emacs eShell. So that's what I'm trying to do. So far, I have all of these def custom statements here, which are customization flags, customization. Emacs, if we go metax customize group and P11K, you can see I have all of these variables there. Hang on. Now it's lagging out. Why is it lagging out? Stop lagging out, man. There it goes. Okay, it was just not. So you can have it has these little choices there. If you do it in the terminal, of course, there's a terminal fallback. That's how they do this and stuff. But nevertheless, let me see what all. Yeah. Anyway, basically, you write all these. You write all these def custom statements, and you can make the little choices there, and Emacs will put them in menus. And some people don't like using those. Most people don't like actually customizing things through the def custom menu, the customize menu. But Emacs, when it actually is setting variables, custom variables work a little bit differently than just free variables, which are usually defined with like set q. There's also def var. Let me find def var. There we go. A bunch of def vars I've got. And def_var will always initialize a variable, and sometimes it'll change it, but sometimes it doesn't change it, which is kind of weird. Most of the reason to use def_var, as far as I can make out, is so you don't lose, so you don't have on any of these warnings. For example, if we go meta_x checkdoc, I've never actually used checkdoc before. Oh no. Hang on, my hard drive is crunching a little bit. What's going on? Yeah, probably fine. Oh, and checkdoc says we're okay. I'm glad we're okay. Yeah, that makes me happy. Just a little bit happy. It doesn't matter that much, but whatever. Hello to anybody who's watching. If I don't see a chat message immediately, it's because chat is blocked by my camera. I have to like look around the camera to see the chat. It's a thing. So this project is actually using, if we exit this eShell and we open another eShell in the Git directory, you'll see, hopefully, yeah, there it is. It's got Git information here. This information is provided by a package called Git status eShell. So let me alpaca. Is there a describe? Info, there it is. And the info is Git status. Okay. Yeah, so here is the Git repo for that. Let me... Oh, clicking on it doesn't work. Pressing enter always works, because I have this... Oh, clicking also worked. I just didn't see it because it was being slow. So now let me just throw this up on there. If the stream is stuttering at all, that is probably because my computer, my browser is starting to remember that there's things open. It has way too many tabs open because I haven't felt like closing them. I used to be pretty good about that, but last place I worked, it was slow to do anything because of Windows, and so I got in the habit of just leaving a tab open if I wanted to find it again. Okay, everybody, welcome back. I'm not sure what exactly happened, but something certainly did. And so we're dead. This Emacs that is open right now is not the one that I want, so I'm going to kill it. This browser window I'm going to put on a different workspace, specifically workspace number 4. I'm going to go back to over here, and over here I'm going to put this is workspace 2 right now, so I'm going to put this window over on 3 with my task manager, and then I'm going to go back to 4 here, and then I'm going to go to on this window I'm going to go to workspace 2, and then I'm going to move back over here and put this one over on 2, and then I'm going to launch Emacs standalone and probably enable server mode. There we go. And this window will disappear if I do a meta_x and then banish it again. And this OBS here, you can't see what I'm doing because it's the wrong thingy. We're streaming still. Yes, we are. Okay. And then I just get out a windowed projector for this, and I put it on workspace. Wait, what workspace is this? Now this says it's on 1. But if I go to 1, It's there. Is this 4? This is 4. Let me go back to 1, and we'll make this 3 like it's supposed to be, and go over here, go over to 4 again, and we'll make this 1 again. Okay, boom, now we're on 1. Now this can go on 1. And then we restore all of my Brave pages, which takes several seconds. And then this one will go on 1. And this will go on the left. And then we can modify the thingy, the sizes, drag it back about where it was. And that should work. It still says that I have an excellent connection. Oh yeah, I'm going to put this on 1 here, because we were looking at Git status. Welcome to the one person who was here for a bit. I'm sorry. Still going to be here for a while. Yeah. Anyway, this is a package called Git Status, which uses Git Status D, which is an actual daemon that runs. It gets your current directory from the shell and provides Git information faster than your normal Git commands would, which is kind of neat. And the what's it called? Anyway, the idea with the Git status package here is that you can put the information into it in eShell. Yeah, you can put in the Git information in eShell, and it will just add it there after a certain regex. So that is what I have done. The problem being, of course, that the regex is incomplete. Yeah. What is the deal with my live chat? Why is it this shape? Is somebody else here? What is going on there? I don't know. So I'm just going to close this chat window, and I'm going to pop open a new one. There we go. I'll put it over here, and then this guy can go all the way over there. Boom! It's all back now. It's all fine. And there we go. Okay. I'm a little bit out of it right now because it's hard to talk while not doing things. I can only think while I'm walking, you know. Probably not. Now here's a problem that I've had when writing this package. I've written a couple other packages and this hasn't been a problem because this isn't what they were designed to do. But here, I was getting errors no matter what I auto-loaded, so I ended up just putting it all in a prog-n and auto-loading everything. One of the things in the require here is also an auto-load, and so that's a little bit unfortunate. Hey, it's snowing outside. We were gonna have summer, and then it ended up not. You can't see it, but I can, and it's snowing, and it's fine. Totally fine. Nothing wrong with that at all. All right. I have a feeling that this is getting boring. Me just talking about this eShell prompt that I haven't finished. The other thing is, if you put an if statement in a def var, it only gets executed once. Well, generally, any kind of a variable assignment, you can only get assigned once. I believe there is something like a variable change hook. Let me just see. Variable change Debug on var changed. Custom note var changed. How does this work? Okay. Inform custom that variable has been set changed. Variable is a symbol that names a user option. The result is that the change is treated as having been made through custom. Okay, so it's a way to do customized stuff with Lisp code without having to use the verbose customize API, which, as you can see up here, has all of these tags and doubling up of syntax. It's mostly fine, but not all the time. I believe that might be what usePackage uses. Anyway, the idea is you can enable or disable Unicode here, depending whether you want Unicode with this variable that I made, whether or not to use the Unicode characters, and if you want them, the prompt is this higher vertical thingy, and if the directory you're in is not writable, it'll put this little lock, but if not, you just use a normal caret and it says not writable with standard programmer syntax. Now the problem that I ran into trying to implement this package is that Power Level 10K is a ginormous program. Let me just run a little terminal inside of Emacs here. Yeah, that's fine. And wait for it. So this is the configuration wizard for the original Power Level 10K, and it asks you a couple questions about your font, which it actually has a font that it recommends you use, and that is actually the font that I'm using everywhere, because you don't have to think about the font if you just always use the same font, I've found. But as you can see, there's all of these different options, like if I want to go rainbow, and use all the Unicode characters and show the time, and have slanted separators there and slants on the ends, and put tails that are also slanted there, and make it 2 lines tall, and all of this stuff. Put a little dotted line between everything, no frame. Put lots of icons in there. That's another thing it has, is icons. I have yet to determine exactly how but anyway, the problem that I ran into is there are so many things that are just built into this this prompt suite that you have, that I don't use, that I don't care about. So I ended up implementing the features that I cared about very quickly, and the other features not at all. And that's a little bit unfortunate, because all of those features are cool, and I would not be comfortable publicizing this package without the features all being there, which, as I said, they are not yet. And that is why we're just going to move on from this package and talk about another thing. What is there to talk about? What is there even to talk about? I want to talk about... I'm sorry, this is not engaging content. Whatever, no one's watching anyway, probably. Let me just zone out for a couple minutes here. No. You know what, there's an Emacs command for that. Oh. Try a different zone. This is a boring zone. There is snow. There's not a zone. I don't believe you. Alpaca, try snow. Let it snow. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Come on, give me the so now we snow. Alright, I'm gonna take a little break here. Just talk about nothing, anything, everything at all. I like snow. Do you like snow? I much prefer it snowing half the year to being really hot all the time. I mean, it is what I know. I'd rather be too cold than too hot, because if you're too cold, you can, well, not always, but usually you can add heat without too much trouble, and you can enjoy the heat you have. But when it's too hot out, like, it takes a lot more energy to remove the heat from yourself. Like, there's only so many layers you can take off, and then you just gotta live with it, you know? Which is why... What am I saying? Not sure. Is this even showing up in the stream there? I don't know. Snow. Okay. So yeah, the snow, the stream crashed earlier, but why did it crash? I think it has something to do with Hyprland requests clobbering each other or something. Somewhere between OBS and Hyprland and CPU usage, it just didn't quite work out. And I looked at the logs and they didn't show any of the red flags, so I don't know what to look at thereby. That can't be in tune, but it can't be out of tune either. The intro to Metallica's The Unforgiven 3, which is my favorite song of theirs. The vocal tone actually works pretty well for the rest of the tone. The rest of the song doesn't sound like that really much, but it's nice. It's a song about like being the metaphor that they use. Whoa, are those like Unicode snows? That's cool. snowing more intensely inside Emacs than it is outside my window now. That's nice. Love it. But no, the song I was talking about, Unforgiven 3 by Metallica. There's 3 Unforgivens, that's the third one. I checked, there's no Unforgiven 4. I'll probably check again, but I'm not going to. I don't want to get copyright struck again. Not that it really matters yet, but, you know, like to avoid that as a general rule. What is the thing, though, is that... Okay, there's still nobody in chat. Move this over here a little bit. That's not quite right either. I don't know what I'm doing on piano, but I know what I'm doing too well on violin to have any fun, so there you go, I guess. A lot of the good memes, a lot of the good meme songs especially, were before my time. For example, Soviet Tetris, or the history of the Soviet Union arranged to the melody of Tetris. Fantastic song, very well produced, well acted in the music video. Rhymes are tight, the emotions are crisp and pure. It's just a beautiful endeavor of a song. And I discovered it one day, and it was already like 9 years old at that point. It's like, wow. And I was sad. And I shared it to my friend, and he was going to watch it. He was going to watch it later, but then he decided to watch it at school. And he wasn't quite into the spirit of it, and somebody interrupted us, and he got all freaked out. I don't think he ever watched it, but whatever. Which is kind of sad. How is my audio, by the way? Let me check the audio, make sure it's not absolute rubbish yet. Kind of sad. How is my audio, by the way? Let me check the audio, make sure it's not absolute rubbish yet. Okay, no, that's fine. That's good. I am happy enough with that. Look at the little pause there. You can pause the snowflakes just by doing this. Oh no, that makes the CPU go up. I don't want my stream to crash again. I don't want my compositor to break. I don't know why that does that though. Don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind when I design this rhyme. Wait, hang on. It starts with one thing. I don't know what the backing is for this, so I can't like play it the same. It starts with one thing. Yeah, something like that. what's the other, I don't know. Screw it, organ mode. There we go. Somehow I landed on a tritone. Would have thought I would at least be able to recognize that. What has become of me? What's become of all this? It's Thursday. It's Holy Thursday. Thursday before Easter. The Thursday on which Still nobody in chat besides little old me. That song has a very simple melody. I never quite realized that. It's also impossible to understand what he's saying unless you look at the lyrics first. But that's besides the point. Is it besides the point or beside the point? It's so easy to say besides the point. I guess it's one of those things like irregardless, where you're adding an unnecessary plural or a negative there that doesn't really change the meaning, it just increases it. Regardless of the facts. Irregardless. Maybe regardless and irregardless are used differently. I kind of think they are. Do you like the snow, by the way? A little Emacs snow there. I kind of like it. I like watching it, especially because the snow outside has slowed down a bit. How long have I been streaming? Been streaming since 9:38, so about 30 minutes. Is that right? Why does not say? Why does not say Disca? Wait a second. Let me open an incognito window and go over to here and watch the stream crash again. But maybe I won't be signed in now. I'll just see if we're even on the map. Emacs stream. See if there's anything happening. Got actual good people like System Crafters, DT, Sali, Filters, last hour. Okay, that's Prot. Good for him. Got his hut in order. Features. Oh wait, hang on. No. Get rid of video. Get rid of live. Get rid of video. And features being live. And it's just me. Okay. It actually does work. It looks like I'm there. My background is just the blank. I should get a background. You know what? That's as good a thing as I need to try and do right now. Let me make a background. How does one make a background? Well, there's two ways. You can do GIMP. Do we got a GIMP? We do got a GIMP. Oh no. fishes, lol. So let's just open a file. The file, of course, being if I go to my dot local share backgrounds. By the way, if you ever want your desktop to automatically pick up backgrounds, dot local share backgrounds is always what you want. There's several nice things about dot local share. Like, for example, dot local share fonts also lets you put your fonts there. So I've got my my background here. That's nice. I also want to open an image file as layers, I guess. Oh wait, hang on. No, that's not what I want to do. What I want to do is, can I add another image onto it if we oh wait, hang on, that doesn't work because we have to be focused on Emacs. If I open a file manager and we just go into the, what volume is that? Oh, that's my headphones. I don't know how those got on there. I don't like those songs. And then we've got our, hang on, I'm trying to, other locations, that's computer. Gotta go to user share, user local share icons, high color, sure. Get the biggest size. Apps, that's only got Brave in it. Scalable apps. Oh look, it does have Emacs. So we're going to somehow try and drag this into GIMP somewhere. I don't know where. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, import that into GIMP, and we're going to close this. And look, it's all okay. That's stuck in there. We're going to move it. We're going to copy. Can I do that with Control C here? If I no, do that. If I copy this, can I paste it there? Yes, I can, and it's very, very small. So now we need to maybe there's a panel on the right there. Can I make it bigger? Wait, hang on, that's a brush. Oh no, I made it a brush. Wait, if this is a brush, then does that means, no, hang on, I don't know what I'm doing. Pencil tool. I don't know what I'm doing. I hardly ever use GIMP. What does Control Plus do? Nothing. Nice. What does Control dragging do? What does Control right dragging do? Same as right click. Okay. You know how boring that is. Okay, Control and arrow keys. Oh. Okay. I don't see what I did. Okay. Alright. What is the deal with okay, I want to be able to brush. Why do I have a round brush? This is hang on, this is a window side. Alright, that works. So we're just going to undo that now, and we're going to move along to the very top front. Actually, we're just gonna okay, yeah, there we go. I'm gonna try to replicate the Emacs logo freehand. Ready for this? It's gonna be pretty bad. See that? See how bad that was? Okay. I could draw a much better circle than that. Apparently I can't draw a much better circle than that, but we're going to try and draw the logo again. So we've got kind of an E shape there, and we're going to draw a circle around that. I don't like that much. Fun fact, did you know that GIMP actually doesn't stand for green is my pepper? Other fun fact, I'm using a ball mouse right now. That's how it looks in my hand. Welcome to the one person who just joined and left. I don't know if anybody's ever watched this stream, but if you are, I thank you profusely, and I'm sorry. Basically, what I'm trying to do now is make a... Oh! You know what? You know what I overlooked? I have two mice, because I've also got... I've also got a trackpad, and I can draw with my finger on that better. It doesn't work though. Hi. Welcome. I'm drawing with my right hand, which is not my dominant hand because I'm left-handed. So if I so if I look bad, that's why. Hi, welcome. And then I gotta put like a variable thing there on the other side of the thumbnail. Yeah, this is actually pretty fun. I'm enjoying this. I wasn't sure how I was gonna like this particular. That wasn't really what I wanted. Oh, but I do want. Increase size somehow. There we go. Can we? Let's undo that nothing motion. Can I? Rectangle. Can I free select? Fuzzy select. Crop. Rotate. Warp. Ooh, maybe if I like warp the edges around. Ooh, that's nasty. Can I warp the? Apparently I can't. Alright, that's not registering very much. It's a different one. Can I warp? How can I increase the warpiness of the warp cage transform? If I just take, for example, this cage, or take a cage of this, this, and then or rather, we morb it out. like that. Oh dear. We're totally ruining. This is like the first time I've used GIMP in an appreciable way, though. I haven't generally been a GIMPer until now. Hi, welcome Zen-san. I'm trying to make an icon for the stream, but also kind of getting caught in the weeds here because I have no idea what I'm doing with GIMP. It only crashed once so far, so I'm pretty happy about that. What else is going on here? I don't know. But what I do know is that this is so silly, and it makes me happy, kind of. No, undo that. No, redo this. Okay. This cage transform tool, man. You know what? I'm gonna escape out of that. Okay, it looks like that didn't happen. So now this. Wait. No. Here, and here, and here, and here. And yeah, that is our cage. And then if you look, we can actually just pull that section of mountain up, and it mostly doesn't not work, but it actually does not work. So I think instead what would be better to do is actually go right to the edges of the mountain itself, and that way it will just put this point over here, kind of in between there. So I've got like a 5-head mountain edge, and if we raise this part up now, what? Okay, I don't know what happened there. That should have worked. I don't know why it didn't. But look at this. This is kind of nice. Look at we got a mountain that's getting taller, and I'm here for it. You do you, mountain. Beautiful Mount Mojave. This is my desktop background, by the way. I like this image kind of for some reason. More like I just kind of took this image, was like, hey, I should use this image, and so I did. This is a better time to stream, by the way, because I know when I stream at night, nobody's up because my time scale is weird. If I move this down there, does that? Okay, that makes it a little bit more normal, kinda. And then this part is all off. Such skill issues. I've literally never touched Photoshop in my life. It would probably be way worse. I'm just playing around, man. Now that I have an audience, let's just save this. I'm gonna save this, and I'm going to put it just straight in my home directory, and I'm going to call it stream welcome.xcf, and then I'm going to quit. Discard changes to that stupid little image icon there that was... Okay, and GIMP crashed, and the stream has not crashed again yet. Hooray. It seems like it would. Why did I mention I have a piano organ? So, you know what's really cool though is if I open an org file here, I can go to the bottom, let it lag a little bit because it's single-threaded and I'm streaming. You will see debug mode, open eDraw. Check this out. You can actually edit SVG files in Emacs like so. And you can actually just do, or you can draw lines. Why is it not working now? I should be in Emacs mode for this, shouldn't I? We've got properties that I don't care about. Can I undo? Okay. I'm not selling this very hard, am I? But I swear this worked sometimes, kind of. At all. What is going? Okay, why is it not working now? Get out of visual. Damn, that's definitely the right. I used it once, or I tried to use it for something practical once, and I ended up just typing because it was faster. But yeah, you can draw little lines, and you can press the U, I think, to undo, or no, U is for shapes. So let's just click on a shape. In evil mode, Rex it, of course. Okay, Q, go away. I said go away. Freaking. Okay. I'm just gonna keep pressing Control G and quit window until something happens. Oh wait, no, I can't quit this window. This is my only window. Okay, I'll kill the buffer then. I'll kill this buffer, and it'll ask me if I want to save the changes. I want to discard them. Wait. Discard changes, yes. Kill anyway, yes, kill it. Make it die. So, yeah, what is up? Oh, hey, there's somebody else here. Cool, good for you, bad for me. What am I gonna do now? I hit the wrong note there. I was gonna do the ooh spooky music, whatever it was. Dies Irae, I think, is where it's from. Okay. Yeah. So the other day, I was setting up a new computer, and what happened was, it turns out that one of the things that you can do. What am I saying? So this is the GNOME terminal. It's an okay terminal. Not the best, but not the worst. If we go up over a bit, you can see that it, well, it's not smooth. You can see that it actually does scroll fairly smoothly. But the GNOME terminal has a couple of problems. This is not a GNOME terminal problem. This is just my prompt being weird problem. Over-engineering. Anyway, as it turns out, if you put... This is a... this here looks like the typical INI file. But it turns out that the... you can actually... If I change it, it actually, oh, it doesn't do anything there. You know what? Is this even running? Stupid gsets. Wait, the dconf. It is going. Okay. Why isn't it going then? If we change our background transparency to 80% on that terminal, look at that, it's way more transparent now. And if I go 0, it's all the way opaque. Isn't that cool? So what I've done is basically this is a major mode that it's literally just an INI file, except it can modify GNOME settings. And the reason this works is because the GNOME settings are actually stored in this database called dconf, and you can dconf dump org, like say org GNOME terminal, and it will give you all this stuff, this list of all of these properties. And I realized that that since you can do this, you can basically just keep the settings stored as INI files and never bother with GNOME settings at all. And so I wrote this little mode. It's like the file is, what's that, 65 lines, but it's definitely you can basically, in Vim script, it's 3 lines. Okay. If you look at the README here, I think I wrote it down, yeah. So, 3 auto commands in Vim, which translates to like 65 lines of eLisp. But if you take away the 30 lines of commentary, or the 33 lines of commentary, it's a lot less. And then if you consider that all of this stuff is just basically boilerplate, it's doing more, and there's a possibility. I've thought about like editing it like you would a customized buffer or something, but it hasn't really manifested that way because I don't need it to. This package is called dconfmode.el. It's on my Git server. And yeah, that's a thing, kind of. So what else is happening? Hey, lots of new people. Welcome to the stream. Wish I knew what to do now. So a while back, several months ago now, I made an article about how this works. You'll notice when I do a neofetch, it has an Emacs logo, even though it probably shouldn't. And the reason this works, you can see I've already got it here, is because basically neofetch is all written in bash. Neofetch config file here, config neofetch config.conf, is also just a bash script. Look at that. And up here you have all of the different things that you can do. So basically what I ended up doing was the actual distro function, the function in neofetch that gets that prints out your code, your visual, your ASCII art. That function is one big case statement in, let me find user in neofetch. There we go. Get distro ASCII. We can see we're on line 5286, and if I go to the other end of this parenthesis, well, that's not it either. We got to keep going because the highlighting is somewhat broken for some reason. Anyway, we're scrolling down. This is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of lines. In fact, I dare say this is most. Look at that. This is almost the end of the file there. We're on line 10,521 there. So literally half of the neofetch binary is just a big old case statement with all of the different distro art that exists. What that means is we can not easily edit. We can't easily change that without manually editing the root-owned executable, which is obviously not ideal. However, as you can see, I made it work in just the config file. The way this works is you can actually rename functions in Bash. There's a Stack Overflow. It's not actually Stack Overflow. It's a random blog that's based on a Stack Overflow post that I took this from. The function to rename another Bash function, and it takes two functions, an old one and a new one, or the old name of the function and the one that you want to call it. And definition. The definition command is basically, wait, hang on. I don't know how this works. It's a little piece of black magic, but what it means is we can redefine the original function and then just have it call the old function, optionally. So ASCII distro equals Emacs. So if we go neofetch ASCII distro equals bedrock. Hang on, that doesn't work now. Basically, the way this works is it checks if the variable inside Emacs exists, and inside of my eShell with the eat terminal, it says eat and then the value of Emacs. If we open a vterm, it will have to recompile vterm because I don't use it that much. I think it recompiles every single time. We can echo inside Emacs, and it just says vterm, which is kind of bad behavior on vterm's part, but whatever. If we open eat, which is also inside Emacs, it has the same output as in eShell because this is the same terminal. If we just go shell though, just meta x shell there, echo inside Emacs, we see that it has the same terminal variable, but now it says comment, which is the standard Emacs process interaction UI. Okay, now what's happening? Let me just go into... Okay, this is not interesting, but wait, hang on. What is the deal with this one? I don't remember what I was doing there. Oh, I was like trying to... Anyway. Basically, I have this script. So when you download a season of anime from like AniCLI or AniMDL, it puts the episode names in a certain way, and if you just feed those into Jellyfin, which is what I'm using as my media server, Jellyfin gets all confused. It puts them in the wrong order. It comes up with random titles that are all the same across different shows. It's just not ideal. So the workaround is you rename them all to S01E, whatever the number is, with the right amount of padding there, and then it works. The problem is that this isn't always how it works. So if we just make dir tester here and cd into it, and then I remember how for loops work in eShell. For n in 4.9 touch touch the file that's that, so look, oh. Anyway, if we run this any rename, it will rename it to a more compliant name. It's kind of broken, as you can see, but if your formatting is decent, it works, and it usually when you've got a whole big list, it does that. Actually, now I'm curious. How bad of a hoarder am I? No. Oh no. Oh, I'm only using up. I've only got a terabyte of anime. It's not that bad. I am not that bad of a hoarder. The thing is, though, I haven't watched One Piece. More of this space is going to One Piece than anything else, and I literally do not care. I only have like wait. How many One Piece episodes do I even have? I've only got 120, and I have like 500 of Detective Conan, and somehow that doesn't work out. Those NFO files, by the way, are auto-generated by Jellyfin. They don't matter. You can delete them. It'll put them back. For a while, I was having it so it wouldn't generate them, but maybe it's better that they do generate. Okay, next topic. I don't know what to say. Oh, if you haven't seen this, check this out. This is Snow. It's a Emacs package that makes some snow. How TF are you reading the blue text? Oh, well, I can go closer to the screen. I can see it better. That's part of it. The other part is, that's a good question. I don't know. Let me just play something on that organ and ignore you. Oh no. Snow is broken. Let me try snowing again. There we go. The snow is nice. You gotta love the snow. Please love the snow. Mama. I better not do that. Last time I did that, I got copyright struck. Somehow. I didn't think my singing was that good, but somehow it is. Yeah, there's just something beautiful about this little snow animation. I love it so much. It's a nice little package. It would be nice to have like some ambient stream music though. I should get that, but also I don't know, I'm so lazy. Don't feel like it. You know what though? These oh no. Okay, we're fine. Okay, good. I was worried there. The stream has crashed before. If I make another perspective, look, perspectives exist. I don't like them. I don't like perspectives. I don't understand them. And I just accidentally closed the wrong one. What is the deal also with this? Okay, I swear that I got rid of all this. So, if you haven't seen this yet, the way that I actually have this pop-up here is this package called Hypop that I made. It's however many lines, like 80 lines-ish, 85 lines. And what it does is it basically just adds a hook. So when you open the mini buffer, it brings the mini buffer frame over here up to the front, and when you close the mini buffer, it puts it on another workspace that hopefully you can't see. I can see it because I have so many monitors, and I don't want to actually lose it for like debugging purposes and stuff, but you can do that. When you have Emacs set up to create a buffer like that though, like a standalone mini buffer window, you lose the echo area down here. As you can see, there's nothing below the mode line. Problem is, there's a lot of useful information the different packages put down there. So one thing that I was trying to do, one thing that I got, as you can see with the little windows here, this is LDoc, which is the normal package that provides the type hints and stuff in lots of different languages. But there's actually a package called LDoc box. It's how it's spelled. And you just enable it, and instead of showing the LDoc in the menu echo area, it will show it in this little pop-up. And I just think that's pretty nice, and it doesn't have that much CPU usage. The other thing that I was trying to use is NotiBox, which is a package that I was trying to write in order to send little notifications through Emacs. And if I do a little NotiBox alert, you can see that it shows a little notification here in a little frame with different sections. As far as I know, nobody has actually made one of these for Emacs yet. They've made plenty of things that will interface with like notification daemons desktop-wide, or put stuff in the message area with more interesting text, but nothing that actually like shows a little child frame there, or even has you click it or whatever. And I thought that's weird because NeoVim has that. If I'm going to go on a tangent here. If I open LVim, which is LunarVim, and I just find, I don't know, this file. Anyway, wait, how do we notify? Can I notificate us? I can't, okay. Anyway, basically, for some things, LunarVim will pop up a little notification around this right side of this. I gotta stop doing Control-G inside Vim because it doesn't do anything. For some reason, that's a thing for NeoVim, and all of the big old cool configurations use it. All the cool kids use it, but Emacs doesn't have one, and so of course Doom Emacs doesn't use it either. And I find that, well, kind of sad. So I started writing this package to alleviate that. The problem is that, like, as just a little message, so the function message here is actually built into Emacs. It's defined in the C source code, editfunctions.c, and it puts stuff in the message. Basically, the problem is it's a C function, and so you can't advise it. In order to, when you advise C functions in Lisp, they do weird, unexplainable things, and I was getting weird, unexplainable bugs. And so I decided this isn't worth it. Instead, I'm just going to try and use a different notification framework. So I found this one called Alert, which was made by, I don't know, one of the patriarchs of Emacs, either Jay Wigley or, wait, I know this. I can just help info. What is the deal with Alert? Alert is made by John Wigley. Okay, cool, good for him. He's worked on a lot of stuff on Emacs. He made use package, which is kind of a big deal. So yeah. But Notibox, this package that I'm trying to make, Alert says supposedly allows you to make. Wait. Info. Go back here. Alert supposedly allows you to create new styles for the alert, such as, of course, the child frame type that I was trying to show. The problem is, it doesn't work. It always just shows it as a message buffer. And I've tried to make it do what it was, and it doesn't. Okay. And also just generally separating things from, like, tracking pause frames and making them and destroying them and moving them around. I want to have like a little queue, so like this and then like this, so they stack up. The thing is, the way I have it set is that the corner goes in the bottom right here, but I could also put it in the top left. And if I go and I try to alert again, boom, it shows up in the top left. And so if I just do an alert here, you can't see the echo area, but it creates a vector with a whole bunch of stuff. Let me actually make sure. Log4e alert. Oh, okay, so it puts it in the messages, it puts it in its own message buffer there with the time and the type and the subject. So that's pretty cool. Now, so that leads to the same problem though, which is that I think I should just be scraping the message buffer. So is there a buffer change hook? Window buffer, mode line buffer change hook. Is there, because what I want to do is whenever the message buffer changes, I want to get the last line from it and show it in a new Notibox. That would be nice. Message send hook. The problem with that, though, is that a lot of times when Emacs talks about messages, it means emails. So, for example, if I go and add X message, whatever the message is. Oh, hang on, there's fortune cookies. That's cool. Can't find it. And you can't see it anyway. Message info. What's message? It's the message composition mode, which is not to be confused with the messages buffer, which just has like diagnostic errors and output from functions and stuff in Emacs. Why? So there's a couple ways that you could maybe do this. One is just advising the message function, which doesn't work because it's written in C and it breaks everything. The other way would be to make a copy of the messages buffer and be comparing them all the time, like a tenth of a second timer or something. And that uses a lot of CPU, and since you're creating a copy of an arbitrarily large buffer, it's also could consume a lot of RAM, which isn't a super big deal with Emacs, especially in present time, but it is something I'd like to avoid. Just as a general rule, you can't have too many packages taking advantage of all that computing power. I'm looking at LSP. LSP sucks. It's better than other things, but it still sucks. A while since I heard that song. It was a good song. I miss it. I miss Ninjago. I've heard it's gotten good again, but it's just too much of a time investment. Like anything is too much of a time investment. Where did my live stream go? Is anyone still here? Yes, you are. Hi. Good to be seen. How long have I been going? I've been going for an hour and 22 minutes, and it is 11 a.m. my time. Perhaps it would be a good idea to stop and do something else with our lives. Which is why, having accomplished almost nothing, but only crashed once, I'm going to say goodbye for now. Thank you to the 1 or 2 people who watched for watching, and I'll see you again later. Bye. Stop streaming.